lawn care. I love it because if I mess it up and I go like this, and I sit there for a while, and I leave it, and it gets kind of weird, I can just go like this, and it's back to normal. It's really nice. Okay, so this is more about combat arms than anything. So, you know, if you don't need any gaming tips, might as well just skip this one, because it's going to be full of more things I've noticed. Come here, dinosaur! Sorry, had to attack the dog. Okay, so on rattlesnake, I talked. He wants to say hi. Hi, dinosaur! Yeah, is that okay? Yeah, okay, bye. Okay, so last time I talked about rattlesnake and things I've noticed. That was mostly Bravo based, and I only gave like one or two top tour camping spots. So I'm going to switch to Alpha for a little bit, and then probably switch back. Alpha base is the one where you spawn usually inside a lake. Well, not a lake, like a little, bigger than a puddle, not quite as big as a, I guess it's like a really big puddle, but it's not quite a pond. Anyway, so you spawn in one of those. What are you doing? Psycho dog. Eat some peanut butter. Yeah, you spawn inside a lake, and immediately in front of you, gotta get used to this camera thing. Immediately in front of you usually is a bit of land that goes across, and then more lake, and then back in the middle there's a structure. It's just a tower that you can climb up. What I would do, if you're being spawn camped, which is when the enemy is usually almost entirely out in the field, or they're about even out on the field, and they're aiming at the only exit to your spawn. Alpha sucks because it's downhill, so if people throw a grenade or they stand on a box, they can automatically see farther into your base than you can if you crouch and look up. So they chuck a grenade, it'll roll down the hill, and if it's a M96E7 or something like that, the one with the yellow orange band around the middle, I just call them super nades, because that's basically what they are. So they chuck one of those, they can roll down farther and blow more people up. Anyway, what I would do is, if you are being spawn camped, chuck a grenade. Usually, you know, I was there when freaking Rattlesnake came out. Came out not too long after I joined, and I just hucked a grenade. First thing I did was I would spawn, and I would switch my grenade immediately. I would chuck it. If I spawned on the left hand, if you're facing the base from the outside, if I spawned on the left hand side, I would chuck it up slightly towards the middle, so I would get it behind the boxes, and then anyone crouching there with a sniper rifle, I could get them almost immediately. And then over on the other side, there are more boxes over there, and I would, if I spawned on the other side, I would usually chuck it over that way. If sorry, random Facebook outburst. If if you are not being spawn camped directly out, while they're out in the field, if you're being spawn camped up by the stairs, I would, you know, it's the same thing with what I said last time. Have an accurate gun, and especially like a Sceryth with a scope, you can get so many headshots in a row if they line up. That was weird. Anyway, yeah, if they line up. So I would, if it was me, I would have a little bit of speed gear on, the combat beanie, which gives +5 speed. You get it CSM 4 or 5, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, you strafe over to the side. Combat beanie, you get an MSG. Combat bandana is the one I'm talking about. +5 speed, CSM. Anyway, you strafe across the bottom of the stairs, just firing with your Scar, and then hopefully there's no one in the boxes behind the field that you can should be able to get across the field. If there is a sniper behind the boxes, as I snipe a lot, I'm not that good yet. I could probably get better, but I do snipe a lot. Do not freaking slide out like a little bit at a time. You think it camouflages you? No. You're sliding out a bit. Your character can't really go slow enough to the point where we can't see it. Like we don't notice it because it's going out so slow. Your character moves like this sometimes. And if you do that, your sniper is, our eyes are just movement, boom, focus on it, and then we shoot it most of the time. Sometimes, you know, if you're freaking Circa or whatever, you can quick scope from all the way across the freaking map, get a headshot or something, and then magically get an unbelievable out of somewhere. But most snipers will automatically be attuned to any kind of movement. So if you get behind a box, I would chuck a grenade or some sort of explosive, maybe gas or something, to make it harder to see, and then just dash across as fast as you can and hide behind the boxes. And even then, sometimes it may not work. Like, most of the time when people do that to me, just because I've been playing for so freaking long, it doesn't even bother me anymore. Oh yeah, okay, gas. Especially on fields like, or maps like Death Room. If someone hits you through gas, they're probably either spraying or they saw you with the reticle. The reticle is a thing in the middle of your freaking screen that's usually a plus, or, you know, if you're an NX person, it could be a circle or a, you know, whatever, a circle with a dot. If it goes over you, it will show your username. Most likely it is not chamming. If it's chamming, why would they wouldn't have to wave their reticle all over to see you. They would just immediately know where you were, and they would probably circle around the box and kill you from behind, because you can't see either. Anyway, on Rattlesnake, once you clear the stairs, go up the stairs, and then as you enter the room, on the left-hand side, turn left immediately after you pass the engine thingy, whatever that is, steam chamber, whatever. There's a little camping spot right there that's extremely popular for pros with shotguns. They will hide there, and as soon as the noobs around the corner, they just pop out and just boom, headshot with a shotgun or an assault rifle. And even the noobs hide there. It's just a very convenient spot. Then right after that, there's an entryway. It's very narrow, and then on either side, there's actually two sides you can hide on. Well, there's like 50. Walk through. On the right side, there could be someone hiding there. On the left side, there could be someone hiding here, and then the wall goes out more, and then in this area, there could also be someone hiding there. So then go through that to the left at the end of the hallway. As you enter the room, there could be someone right against the wall. There's a bunch of boxes stacked. There could be someone hiding right there. That's a very popular hiding spot with people that go. As you enter into the narrow doorway, you can also keep going forward and then turn left, and this is where the boxes are. That's a popular hiding spot, and again, for people with shotguns, because they can jump out of the boxes and kill you. Shotguns, ARs, whatever, SMGs. SMGs also work very well on Rattlesnake if you're on Alpha. If you're on Bravo, I usually wouldn't recommend having an SMG. Get an AR, assault rifle. Anyway, once you clear that room, it's the main room with a ton of boxes all over the place. Since you should have an accurate gun. If people are hiding behind there, it shouldn't be that hard to get a headshot on them. Just, you know, hope you don't get kicked because of all the ridiculous amount of headshots you're getting with your accurate assault rifle because you were smart. That's CA for you. Most of the people are whiny little freaking 11-year-old dotards or retards with no idea how to game and mouths because they think it's cool. People on that game will swear for absolutely no reason, just because they think it makes them look cool, or because everyone else is doing it and they just want to be accepted. I try not to swear just as a general rule in my life, because I've found that when I do swear, I have anger issues sometimes, and so when I do swear, it releases energy, but it also puts the wrong energy back inside me, because it makes me feel like, oh, I did something bad. I've been raised just not to swear at all. Sorry, side rant. I get sidetracked a lot. Anyway, keep going through the box room. As you pass through that doorway, on the right hand side, there's, a big doorway. There's boxes in the back. People usually hide. Actually is not a very popular camping spot unless you're doing one-man army, which is free-for-all. Then it is usually a pretty popular camping spot because people will hide behind there with machine guns sometimes, and they will jump on top of the boxes if they see someone, and they'll just spray. That's really annoying. You can go if you turn right and then immediately turn right again, there's a ladder. You climb up the ladder and there's a second level, and this is a Bravo base sniper area. There's a window which faces out across a fence line, and above the fence line is the top of the tower in Alpha base. There is, on the right hand side of the slit of the window, there's a slit, but the slit is too high up to reach normally. There is a green explosives barrel right there. Blow it up if you're on Alpha side. If you're on Bravo side, protect it, because you can get in there, and if they don't have an accurate sniper like an M24, it makes you extremely hard to hit. Especially if I've noticed, especially if you have an L9. If you have an L9 6A1 and they're in Alpha and they're shooting at you, you're extremely hard to get unless they know their L9 well. Then you're screwed, because they should be able to get you every single time. There's an art to sniping, and there's an art to no-scoping. And people like Circa and Kellerman, or whatever his name is, are really good at it, because they've figured out exactly where their screen is, and they have an extremely good feel for their weapon, which is usually an L9. Nexon is coming out with a lot of one-hit KO bolt-action rifles right now. DSR, DSR-1 subsonic, TRG, SE, TRG, and then there's TPG, I think, something like that, the black one that I used in one of my mini montages. Anyway, blow up that explosive, go back down the ladder, back up on that second level, there's a lattice work, and people usually can sometimes hide there if you go underneath Bravo base too often. Bravo base, as you spawn and you go out, if you jump down, there's a doorway right there. It's that's where the secondary Bravo sniper range is. It's really popular for people to go there and sneak through with an SMG or something on Bravo side, and then go up the stairs, go around, go through the box room, go through the second box room and then go through the hallway where the stairs are, and knife or just mow down anyone that's camping the stairs. And that's an easy way to get accolades on Rattlesnake. Camping on top of those stairs on Rattlesnake is an extremely good thing to do if you don't have explosives on. You can camp for a long time there. And honestly, don't discriminate against campers, because it is a strategy. And if it's working against you, then there must be a reason people use it, right? It makes sense to use strategy on a game about warfare, right? Yeah! Duh! Gosh, freaking grow up already! So, yeah. I'll try and start getting footage of some sort of me playing Rattlesnake, so I can voice over and show you what I'm doing. But it might be kind of hard to do on my netbook. I may actually make a secondary channel just talking about gaming, so I don't clog up this channel with my life and gaming talk. Since very few of my